Hello, good evening. My name is Paul, and you're welcome to Opinion Sharers. First of all, I have to apologize for coming on late. It's because of some technicalities, and we're trying to set up a lot of things behind here. So, I want to say thank you for joining us once again. I want to say a special thank you to Dr. Chidi. He has an engagement and probably was not going to make it, but he had to find a way to. And thank you to Kelly also. But then I will give them opportunity to introduce themselves in a few minutes from now. So, but first of all, please let us share this broadcast widely. We're going to be talking about Omoyele Sowore, the struggle for Nigeria, and the party AAC. There has been a lot of issues personally, and I want to be educated. We are hoping that the Lagos State AAC chairman will join us from Nigeria. So he will be joining us any moment from now. And as soon as he joins, you will see his face. So let me start with Dr. Chidi. Dr. Chidi, can you please just introduce yourself in a few seconds, just in
Okay,
case
my
there
name
are
is
people.
Dr. Chidi Nwanyanwo, a member of the African Action Congress and also a member of the Revolution Now movement. I live in Toronto, Canada, as a former governorship candidate of the African Action Congress in Enugu State. Um, yeah, guess that's me.
Okay, thank you. Kelly.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Comrade Kelly Koko, living in Frankfurt. I'm one of the coordinator of Revolution Now Diaspora, and at the same time, a coordinator of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, like I said earlier, we are still expecting that the AAC chairman, Lagos State, will join us. That is the person of Kunle Ajayi Weissman. We are hoping that he will join us. Please share this link as widely as possible, please. Help us share it. Dr. Chidi, I would appreciate if you can help us share it, and same thing with um, Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on Facebook, right?
Yes,
It's showing on Facebook. So
yes.
yeah.
We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube as well.
Okay, on YouTube. Okay, so
Mm.
let me share it now.
Evening, my name is Paul, and
Am I echoing?
yeah, you just stopped it, I guess.
Oh, I just stopped. What? Am I echoing
You,
right now?
it is not now. I think maybe somebody was playing it by hand, maybe trying to share it, and then I could hear my voice.
Oh,
But then
okay.
it's okay now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I want to believe that we are sharing it, and we are getting a little bit of increase in people joining us. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. You're welcome to Opinion Sharers. My name is Paul, and tonight I have Dr. Chidi Wanyanwu from Canada and Kelly Coco from Germany. They're going to be talking about a present issue, an issue that I believe is present, that is of personal concern for me, and that is the person of Omoyele Sowore. I want to take their perception of him, and the struggle for Nigeria, and then most importantly, AAC party. So, Dr. Chidi, if you are ready, I'm going to start my question with you.
Okay. I was sharing, but it's okay. I can multitask.
Let me
Uh,
give you a few more seconds to
you
finish
told
sharing.
us to share, so I started sharing, but
Yes, yes. Please
you want
do
us to
share.
stop. Let
Now
me just
I
share in
I
in
wait for you.
two more places, and
Yeah. Thank you.
so at least the more the merrier.
Yes.
um. Okay. Uh,
Somebody is
just
asking for the link here.
one place here. And then one more place um, here. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to start the question with Dr. Chidi, and the
Okay.
reason is that I saw a broadcast that Dr. Chidi did. That's it's an interview with Omoyele Sowore a couple of days ago, and I was looking at the kind of relationship that exists between him and Sowore. So I saw the two of them almost emotional, on air. So, so I wanted to ask, I wanted to ask, what is Dr. Chidi's perception of the person of Showore? Showore he's been many things. He said he's an Ijoman. He said he's an a Niger Delta man. Sometimes some people say he's a Yoruba man, but we know that you are an Igbo man. So tell us, what is the relationship?
Well, you see, Omoyele Sowore, I've not known Sowore as long as so many people have known him. In fact, I got in contact with him. Like, I mean, I knew him with Sahara Reporters. Everybody knows about Sahara Reporters, but I had this close contact with him when I was doing the story on Apostle Suleiman. He too was interested in that, and we collaborated a little bit on that story. That's where I got to know the kind of person he was. That he was a no nonsense person, and if he believes in anything, he follows it through to the end. So that's where I got to know him. And then with the African Action Congress, and I was going to Nigeria to run for election, I got to know him more. See, immediately people saw that I was close to Omoyele Sowore. They came after me with so many that they were sending things to me, clippings from there and there. I was part of the Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria. We supported Jonathan. And at the time we were supporting Jonathan, Sahara Reporters was the biggest pain that we had. So all the people I was with that time, they sent me and said, how can you be near this man? The man is a crook. The man is a thief. The man took money from this person, that person. They brought every manner of, I'm telling you, they posted it to me. Showed me how the Tinubu bought house for him. How they were the ones that made me know more election, right? So what I did was I saw that I had decided I was going to go along with this guy. I was beginning to know him and trust him and all of that. So I confronted him point blank. I said, come, show, hold on. This is what I hear people saying about you. What do you have to say about that? And Shure is the most humble, simple man you can ever meet. He did not get angry. He did not feel frustrated. He took those incidences one after the other and he told me what happened. He referred me to where things were published about them. And as somebody who is in the media, I could see that what he was telling me was the truth. Do you know where he finished it all? He capped it by saying, Chidi, you look at me now, you know how much these people hate me. Do you sincerely believe that if there is any iota of evidence that they have, they will not have blown it open? Nobody. And I checked and I see that nobody has ever come up with anything. No screenshot of a check, no meeting, no recording of nothing. And then that's when my bond, the bond between me and him, grew stronger. And the more I researched about him and I saw how far he started way back from school as a student union activist, I knew what he faced in those days. And then I saw his runnings with the cult groups, and I had run-ins with the cult group in school too. So the more I researched about him, the more I came to like his personality and like him, and he just represented the struggle that all of us as young people in Nigeria are engaged with. So that's my relationship with Omoyele Sowore.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that extensive answer. And I'm going to ask Kelly the question of what is his perception, whether as a party member or as a member of the organizations that he is playing a major role. What is your perception of the person of Shore?
Thank you very much, bro. It is very easy to know. I've not known him for a long time, but I came across the whole thing during this 2019 election. The role, I just thought about it. For someone to the sacrifice he has made. Going through a lot of books and YouTube videos of how he stood behind Abiola, how he protests in New York against the oil split in Ijoland and all those kind of thing. I just love him. Naturally, I've not met him one on one, even though people call me different kind of name. People call me Showorian and all those kind of things. But I just love him personally. For someone to leave his family, to leave his business, and say, we can't just continue to talk. It is time we act. It is time we put action behind our talk and go to Nigeria to contest. That means a lot to me, and that is when I know this is someone that should be followed. And that is where I started following him.
I think your mic is off.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. I've forgotten that I switched it off. Kunle Weissman is on the background. He's trying to join. He's trying to connect, but his audio is not connected. And because his audio is not connected, there's no how I can bring him in. So just in case he can hear me, please connect your audio so that I'll be able to bring you in. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kelly, for your sweet response. Now, I have also been following Shore. It's not really strange to me. And I became aware, of him during the 2019 campaign and all of those things. And since I'm somebody who doesn't really, I take my time, to know people. So I went and studied him very well. In fact, virtually every video that exists on the internet about him before year 2000, I had seen them. So now looking at the encounter, and I'm sure that Dr. Chidi is not staying to the encounter that I'm talking about, which is the campaign for the election and all of those things. Do you think the path that Showore is currently taking now, do you think it is actually worth it? And I'm not trying to belittle his efforts and the struggle, but I'm just looking at the society, Nigeria itself.
Okay, let me correct one impression. You see, and that's why I like Omoyele Sowore. Sowore he doesn't sit down, and that's what he doesn't sit down and design and say, okay, now this is the part where this is what we are going to do. He is a reflection of what is happening. The only thing, and this is what happens with pioneers and trailblazers, and it happens to me a lot with technology, with so many things I do. When you are a trailblazer, when you're a pioneer, you're speaking a language that people don't understand when you're saying it, because you have seen the future. You're a visionary. So you're living in the future, and people will have to catch up with you. So Omoyele Sowore did not design the path he has chosen now. This is the path that Nigeria is on. He is on that course, that part of revolution that he has asked for. When he said revolution, they said, let's kill him. How dare he say it? Today, the revolution is sounding like it's not strong enough. Are you not surprised? When Sowore said revolution, ESN was not carrying guns. NSAS was not protesting. When Sowore said revolution, Oduduwa was not on the street. But everybody said, how dare Sowore say, do you know the kind of confusion? Now, when you say revolution, they say, you people go and come up with something. We are talking of scatter, war. So when you're asking me, is it the best part? My answer is that he has opened Nigeria's eyes to where they should be going. The choice is left for us. People like Sowore, it's not really about them. They are messengers, they are prophets. They've come to deliver their message. If the people are wise, you respond, you follow. If you don't, you will surely perish. It's a very hard, rough message. This is the path we are headed on. I'm already on that path too. Some of you will come and meet me there, but I'm already living there. And because of that, they criticize him. They just say, you're stupid, you're foolish. Look, there are some things that things don't move, that if you know him, things don't move him. You come and tell him, sure, this is what people are saying. No, I think he said, Chidi, forget that thing. Now, not be today, 30-something years after, I have seen it over and over and over again. This is what will happen. This is what will happen. This is what will happen. Eventually, I've seen it not once, not twice, not 3 times, and that's what is happening. So the path that he is on is a path that all of us, whether you like it or not, we are already, that train has left since, and we're inside that train. That train has no driver, and the rail has ended. After the rail, I don't know what will happen.
Okay, Dr. Chidi, thank you. Now, this question I'm going to throw to Kelly, and I believe Dr. Chidi would also likely answer the question. And the question is this: when you look at Nnamdi Kanu, you look at what Sunday Igboho has started recently, and then so many other people also, especially those in the diaspora, and they are beginning to sing the song of secession. Secessionists. This is something that Nnamdi Kanu has been doing for many years, and people have crucified him. And I'm sure a lot of people that have crucified him, they are kind of now either they become gentle, or they are secretly supporting him, or distant admirer, or they are just waiting and say we will see. But they are no longer criticizing him the way they used to criticize him. Now, Kelly, do you think Sowore is ever going to go that way? This may be a strong question, but please, feel free to decline.
I doubt it. I doubt it, because whether we like it or not, like you always say, it's not as if he's against it completely, but there's a point he has always hammer on, that whether we like it or not, whether you want to separate Nigeria or you want to stay in Nigeria, one thing is common among all of us, and that is revolution. You have to. It's a matter of, it's a compulsion. You have to revolt first. You have to send these people out of the system first, before you can now sit on the round table discussion and say you want to go your way. It is not. Nigeria is like a shopping complex to this politician. They will not allow you. It is not possible that you say you want to divide Nigeria, you want to divide their pot of soup. See, if we continue in this path, I've always tell people, a time will come when this politician will not even send police again. They will be coming out with their own gun and start shooting us. You want to divide? It's not possible. So forget about the fact that Sowore will. No. It's not as if he's 100% against people, but it is not possible. We can't divide the country as it is today. This politician will not allow it to happen. It's not going to happen.
let us send them packing first. Let us send them on SI first before we can now say, okay, this is what we want to do. And that is where Sowore stand. And he has made it clear times without number. This is the stand. You want to divide. It is a general conclusion that the system is not working. That is why you see different agitators. That is why you see Oduduwa and all of them. The system is not working. But for the system to work, we can't just say you want to divide it. See, is it a Yoruba man that is ruling in Imo? No, it is Igbo man. It is Yoruba man. Is it Buhari that came that called the army to end SARS protester? No, it is a Yoruba man. It is Sanwo-Olu that. So it is not possible, and that is his stand. He has made it clear times without number that whatever you want, one thing that is common and that we must all do together is revolution, and that is where I stand too. Thank you, bro.
Okay, Dr. Chidi.
Yeah. I mean, Kelly has said it all. People like Sowore, a lot of people misunderstand him. And if you know me very well, a lot of people even misunderstand me. Some of them say Chidi, you're a prostitute. We don't know where you stand. So I said, Chidi, today you're shouting Biafra. Tomorrow you're shouting revolution now. And then they say revolution now is one Nigeria. You're one Nigeria, Zoological Republic. No, we don't trust you. And then when I come around revolution now, people say, that guy, that Igbo Biafra, that guy, I don't trust him. Are you sure he's with us? But you see, just like Sowore, you know what you believe, and you have seen very far. And as long as you have seen that far and you have locked into that place that you are going and you've thrown everything into it, you must continue. The people who don't see it now, they will see it later. But you cannot fail, because those people who are castigating you now, those people who don't see what you're seeing, they will have to depend on you being steadfast so that you can stand for when they are ready to open their eyes and see. I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I support him. We broadcast his broadcast. I am a Biafran to heart. I am an unapologetic Igbo man. I donate money to ESN. I support IPOB. And I am a Revolution Now person. How? How is this possible? I'll tell you why. If it was possible to get Biafra, before now, we would have gotten Biafra. But there is a reason why we are not able to get Biafra. We want referendum. But who will let you organize a referendum? Where? Which Senate? Which House? Which government? This same government? It's not possible. Even if you declare Oduduwa today, how? Will you chase all the police out of Oduduwa and chase all the military out? Or how? So we have a common enemy. And I was saying it until the same people that were castigating me, they started hearing Nnamdi Kanu 2-3 days ago. He said, only a revolution. See, the reason why people are not accepting it, it's not that they don't like it. It's not that they don't, just because they heard it from Omoyele's mouth and they don't like him. That's the only reason. It's not that they don't believe it, but you know, before when he said it, and we don't like that Omoyele Sowore, we don't like that Sowore man. So how can if we accept it now, if we accept revolution, that means say we like him, that means say we support him. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, every time it's a revolution. Our leader, find something else now. But you see, they don't even understand that people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are true to their cause, not because of you, not because of you. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't say what he says for you to praise him. No, he's saying it because his eyes is set on where he is going, and he will say what he thinks he has to say. That's why he will stand up and he will curse. He will say, Yoruba people, you people are the one causing the problem. Yoruba people, Yoruba media, hey, Yoruba people nearly wanted to die. But he said, when you ask him, I interviewed him, he said, Chidi, I need to shake. That is called, this is shock treatment. I need to shock them to life. Until everybody was shocked into reality. Oh my God, It's true what this guy is saying. No? And when he saw that people were awakened, he stopped that narrative. He started, before he was saying Yoruba people generalizing. And people told him, Mazi, stop. Now he said no. And then when he saw that what he was saying was not making sense, he now started pinpointing, saying Yoruba media, Yoruba media. And now he now zeroed it down to this media and that media and that media. So before I run into the bush, if I have not run already with answer the question, the point is this: Sowore, if you ask him, he'll tell you that he has left Nigeria. All of us have left Nigeria since in our heads, because Nigeria, we did not give ourselves that name. The constitution and everything that established Nigeria is null and void. Omoyele Sowore doesn't believe in that constitution. So he stands for revolution that will reset the whole system. Now, when the system is reset and there is that constitution will recognize your rights to agitate for your independence. Even if anything you want, that constitution will provide for it and will respect it. So his mantra is revolution before dissolution. And without revolution, all the efforts that is being made now, including what ESN is doing. Can you imagine? ESN that is even actually trying to defend their people. It is the Igbo governors themselves that are showing, you know, it's the house rat that shows the bush rat where they keep the fish in the house. I'll leave it there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Chidi, for concluding with that. I love it. Now, I want to take it a step further, and I don't know if any of you can answer this question, but it bothers me, and so take this as being personal for me. And the question is this: I don't know how best to say it than who should offend? Okay, I mean, and when I say this, I say it with all sense of responsibility. I say it because I've gone through many social media activities and posts and comments about Sowore, and I'm beginning to. And when you now look at his current situation now, being detained in Abu, it's like being in prison as far as I'm concerned. I keep asking myself. I was discussing with a friend who is in the US a few days ago, and I was saying, me, I can't subject myself to this kind of situation. And I'm not trying to equate myself with Sowore, because I know that his level when it comes to that kind of on situation is on another level. In fact, he was saying on Dr. Chidi's show, saying that it is not easy to be my mother or to even be my friend. He said
You're right. You're right.
So now the question is, who he offend? Who did he offend? Dr. Chidi, you want to try?
Okay, see, Sowore offended anybody who is prepared to be complacent. If Sowore is offended, see, everybody's life has its highs and its lows. Sowore is it's something that will be studied down the road. People like him become a concept. Every time people know it very well. I keep Sowore and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu side by side. They are my heroes for our generation. There are things that you will study even after they are dead. So that show, I was telling Sowore that I know that sometimes you observe Sowore in the third person, and you are just watching Sowore and all the trouble that Sowore is causing, and you're wondering, how am I going to manage this Sowore? Because Sowore is like something that's been created that even Sowore himself has to manage. I get all the backlash I get just because I associate with Sowore. I get the same backlash because I associate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody who just wants to, because you know what people want to do? People don't want you to burden them with the problems of Nigeria. People just want to watch comedy and just watch just watch where they are showing women bum, women shaking their behind, and those are kind of videos that people don't want to talk solid issues. But people like Sowore will confront you with the solid issues. Sowore, in answer to your question, is a universal equal offender. What does that mean? Like I said in that program, there was a time I was worrying. I told Sowore what somebody was right. Somebody actually did a video about me, 1 hour video, saying things that were all lies. But that thing, it was the way it hit me hard. Sowore just called me and said, Chidi, you do program, you talk things that people don't like, you say things that make them go and shed tears because you expose something about them. And you must expect some of these things to come to you also. These people don't like you. So how do you think that somebody like Sowore will expose people who have stolen millions, will expose everything about them, do investigative journalism, get their audio, get their video, get the letters that they send? All of those people are waiting for him to fall. They are waiting for, oh my goodness, they're just waiting for him to make a slip. Even the most recent one that you saw happen, people were not interested in the money that the woman was talking about. They were hoping, because they saw that the woman said that they are, even though we are living in the same house, they say, hey, has she written another one? They must have slept together. You mean we didn't get anything out of it? People are so disappointed that the story died. Don't you know? You think it's the money that they were after? No, now it wasn't. So it will always happen to people like that. If you dare to speak the truth, if you dare to be a principled person, if you dare to be somebody that is uncompromisable, they won't like you. They will not like you. So you will always offend people.
Okay, Kelly, you want to attempt the question?
Yeah, I think Dr. Shide has said it all, but there's a saying in Yoruba, they said, Oloto ilu, Oni Kailu or something. I don't know how they say it, but it's like if you say the truth, if you always say the truth, of course you will be enemy to as many as possible. You know, look at someone who has been fighting since he was in higher institution. You know, he fought Scott guys. They almost killed him. He was being Abiola. You know, he was expelled from school many times. You know, and then at the end of the day, find his way and left the country. Instead of him to leave the country just like every one of us and be in peace, he still went ahead to open Sahara Reporter, still fighting the same people that he ran from in Nigeria. So it's like it's like someone who has been fighting all his life, you know. And you don't expect such a person to be accepted by many. It is not possible. There will always be fight, you know. You tackle politicians like Dr. Shidi said, you know, you expose them. The houses they live in America, you know, the houses they live, their bank account and all those kind of things, of course. And these are powerful people we're talking about here. You know, these are people that have millions and billions to share. You know, all this backlash that you say you see on social media, my brother, they are sponsored. They are sponsored, you know. Most of these people are on payroll. You know, those that get 5,000 every month, 10,000 every month for data. So don't be surprised when you see him post one thing and you see within 5 minutes you see 100 comments. We know how it happens, you know. So they are paid people. One person could be operating 10, 20 Facebook accounts. So it is easy for them to type and, you know, they write and reply, and you know, that's how it happens. So we know we're in the system together. So, you know, that's what happens most time, bro. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, I'll go to another question. The issue of collaboration. You know, Dr. Chidi, during your campaign and all of those things, people like me were actually looking up to seeing a lot of collaborations happening between your party, AAC, and maybe some other small parties in Nigeria, and some other individuals as well. But that much of that did not happen. So, and since I believe you are still a party person, all right. And it's unfortunate that we can't have a wise man from Lagos maybe because of internet or thereabout. He was trying. He was making several attempts to join us, but he couldn't. So that's why I'm going to be asking Dr. Chidi this question. I probably would have been asking him. So the question is, why is it that we didn't see a lot of collaborations that time, and even now with Revolution now?
The truth is, and again, you see, whenever, okay, let me tell you something. When I came to Canada here, and I wanted to run to be president of our association here, one of my friends called me and he said, Chidi, you can't last. I said, why? He said, because people like you, people don't like them. You say the truth to a fault, and people that say the truth, they don't like them in leadership. And what he said happened twice. Every time I held a leadership position, there were always people ganging after me just because you keep saying the truth. During that election, I'm going to tell you the truth. African Action Congress was the only party that was uniquely formed. And if I say it, you say, hey, waiting, you think your own is the best. Of course, now everybody go talk say mama soup, sweet pass. No. All the other parties were either offshoots of the old system or affiliated to the old system that was already existing in Nigeria. Like when you say you're a politician, they can identify you, okay. But AAC was a party that was organic. We never ever sat down and said, let us go and form a political party. People don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. No, it was never that. We never even said, let's go and run for election. We just got up. I wasn't there that time. People like Malcolm Fabi, and Dr. Tunuga and Omoyele Sowore, them, they got up and said enough was enough. We need to take our country back. That's how we started. I'm just trying to give you the little background. So we're going to take our country back. And then they answered, take Nigeria back or so. Somebody claimed it was his own. So they now went back to take it back movement. It was a movement. Then they started agitating. In the course of agitating, people now said, come on, with what is happening, if we really want to make a change, we need to be there talking when the politicians are talking. So that means we need to field a presidential candidate. And I said, okay, that means we need to push Omoyele as a presidential candidate. You see how it was now changing. Not a prior discussion. They now started shopping for a political party where Omoyele Sowore will now run as presidential candidate. We made so many very near deadly mistakes because even, remember that lady Atuejide, I've been waiting.
Yeah.
She was moving around with Omoyele Sowore, covering herself like a Muslim woman. We didn't know that she was hiding from the camera, riding in the same car with Omoyele Sowore, but she was the snake, a viper amongst us. We didn't know. She was just a stooge for Atiku and some other people. She convinced us so much. In fact, when we said we had an announcement to make, it was that we were going to unite with her party. They had promised that Omoyele Sowore was going to be presidential candidate. But that was a trap. What they wanted was bring him in, and when everything has settled, then they'll just do something. By then it will be too late. We discovered it. We went to several parties. Finally, we discovered that there was no party in Nigeria that could match our ideology because we were going to do this thing on our own terms. We didn't want any money bags. We didn't want all those godfatherism. We were going to raise money $1, $1 at a time. Only with how many months to the close of a registration of political parties, we started hurrying and said, look, we are left with no other option than to register a party. We didn't know it was going to work, but we tried, and the rest is history. We were the last people to get registered. That's how we got a political party. That's how all of a sudden, all of us now became accidental politicians. Because now, from only one presidential candidate that we are looking for, now we had 36 states to provide governors. We had senators to provide. We were now a political party. Do you see how we entered the politics? So when it comes to collaborating with other people. It is not that we cannot collaborate with people. But let me tell you what happened that time. When they initially floated this idea of collaborating, which was not sincere anyways, but with foresight, Sowore said, come on, we have not won the presidential nomination in our political parties. We want to join and do collaboration. That was the trouble. He said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for inviting me for this first meeting, but I will not be coming to another meeting. I will be ready to talk when every one of you have been nominated as the presidential candidate of your party. What if we all sit to you now that you're still running for nomination and you don't get nominated by your party? That means the whole effort is done. But they still refused, and they went and they did that thing. And even amongst that meeting, somebody thought he was going to win. When the person didn't win, they stayed till the very last thing. When they didn't win, they turned it around again and said, so Sowore now told us, what did I tell you people? You see? So with that, they still turned it against him and said, oh, he didn't want to collaborate. Up till during the election, the very, very end, there were meetings that were organized. I cannot begin to review some of these things here. At that last minute, Sowore said, fine, let's come together. Whoever is nominated, I will accept. But one of them said him is not coming to do any election. That amongst everybody, it is unless him will be allowed to lead the pack. If he will not be allowed to lead the pack, there is no need to have the meeting. I remember I told the person, you can't go to a meeting saying that you are already the nominated person. He said, then he's not coming. And that's how the very last one that was supposed to be like 3 or 4 days before election, that's how that particular one scattered. So that's what happened with collaboration, unfortunately.
All right, Dr. Chidi, thank you so much. I want to ask Kelly, being a Yoruba man, and I'm trying to be as sincere as I can be, and not be biased a little too much. I'm a Yoruba man as well. But when you look at the issue of trust, I think trust, it seems like, go back to history, has always been a scarce thing among us. That you are living among thorns. You are always living among people that cannot be trustworthy, that you cannot really depend on. Why is it like that now? What's your thought on this?
That's
I
a
want
very
to use
tough
up my
one.
mouth to talk, but I
That's
get
a
it.
very
I think you get
that
it.
that's a very tough one. But before I go into that per se, let me just add a little to what Dr. Shidi just said. As far as I'm concerned, it wasn't Sowore who said he wasn't ready to join alliance with other aspirants, because as far as I'm concerned, he was one of those people that attended he attended the pact, I think 1 or twice. It was when he discovered that there were snitches among them that he said he wasn't coming in. But then at the end of the day, the question we should be asking, the most important question we should be asking now is, where are those people now? Those people who said they were so passionate about Nigeria, they want to bring Nigeria to Eldorado. Where are they now that Boko Haram is killing here and there? We're organizing the senator discussing hate speech and Operation Safe Corridor and all of them. Where are them? Where are they? Sorry, where are they? If truly they love Nigerians, and and they want Nigeria to be a better place, was it not close to election, maybe few days to election, that all of them started stepping down? People like Obi, Madam Obi, how many days to election before he step aside? So at the end of the day, this, not everybody that contested in that election were actually ready to stay to the back. They just wanted to add it to their CV. When you talk about them, you say Fela Durotoye, a former presidential aspirant, and all sort of things. That's what they needed it for. And now to go back to your main question, last question, I think it is like it is in the blood of an average Yoruba person. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm a Yoruba man, but it is in our blood, betrayal. And that is why you see many of them, some saying they want to, even among the people that are agitating, that are saying they want to secede from Nigeria, they want to form Oduduwa Republic. You can see different fashion. You can see Afenifere just said recently that they are supporting Tinubu. They are not ready to go. So that is a typical Yoruba behavior. They did it to Abiola. They did it to Awolowo. So it is not a new thing. I don't know. I won't tell you. I have not lived so long to tell you why it is like that. But that is Yoruba for you. You know, that is how we are. That is who we are, and we can't change it. You know. Thank you.
It's unfortunate, you know. It's quite unfortunate. Sincerely, somebody posted something on YouTube earlier today, and I saw it. I picked it, and I was thinking about it and thinking about it. You know, the person was saying when the North, and I'm not too much of a biased person towards the North. Okay, I'm trying my best. But I'm one of those people who think the North itself has not been fair to a lot of us. Maybe especially to the Igbos. I believe that the North has not been fair to the Igbos. Okay, but the Yorubas has always been they have always been the trying to play the middleman, you know, and looking for where it is good. And unfortunately, these has always been people who are so-called leaders in our midst, because there are so many young people, poor people who are sincere, who are honest people among the Yorubas. But then the so-called leaders, the person was saying, he said when they kill Abiola, okay, in order for them to quiet or keep the Yoruba people quiet, they brought Shonekon. Okay,
Yes.
yes, and the Shonekon they brought only was to do their bidding, to play their game. Okay, and he played their game fine, beautifully. Thereafter, when they needed another person to play their game, they brought Obasanjo. And
Obasanjo.
Obasanjo did their bidding. Okay.
Yes.
After that, he said that person was saying, even now that we are talking about terrorism, even in Buhari's administration. By the way, we are going to be discussing that on this platform tomorrow. You know, so in case some of our viewers will want to watch that, I hope it will be engaging and interesting. So, you know, he said that now that we are discussing this, by if they think okay these people are becoming too much, so what they do is that they allow somebody like Tinubu to be their presidential candidate, and then the Yoruba people will be suddenly become quiet, as though we have not known who Tinubu has been. Is it so poor that we don't have other people with great personalities among us? So anyway, these are rhetorical questions.
But let me chime in here. You see,
Okay.
you don't have to beat yourself up. Let me console you a little bit. It's not only Yoruba people. Don't make that mistake. And this is where Sowore steps in also. You know this thing about is Sowore a Yoruba man? Is he an Ijaw man? Is it just like people come from so many different places to settle where they settle, and you have this historical thing? Sowore is a Yoruba man. Sowore is an Ijaw Yoruba man. But even inside Igbo people, see, that's why I like what Femi Adeyeye posted. I'm going to use that for my program later today. He was talking about all this thing about the North, or people trying to blame. Yes, we know Fulani people have their agenda, but beyond that, and that's why Sowore wants people to see beyond the ethnic thing, that in every tribe, Igbo people, who do you think are the ones that are fighting inside? Who do you think are the ones fighting Nnamdi Kanu more? His greatest problem inside Igbo land is Igbo people right inside there. Who betrayed him recently? Was he not his second in command? Is he not an Igbo man? Uche Mefo was his vice that was with him all over the place. But he's the one that still got up one day, just recently. And now he keeps saying things. It's like showing the government this is where to catch him. These are the papers that we used to do what we did before. You know, all those kind of things. So the point here is, it's not just about Yoruba people or Igbo people or Hausa people or even Fulani people. It's about a certain group of people who are united in what they do. When they plan, it's not the whole of Yoruba people that sat down together and decided that they are going to use Shoneko or Tinubu or Basanjo. No, you were not there when they did they consult you. If they consulted you, if they consulted even 10% of you, you would have said no.
Yes.
So the consultation is done amongst those people, and those people are Igbos, Ijos, Isekiris, Edo people, Plateau people. They are all together in their tribe is the tribe of the oppressed. It is a particular tribe of elites. They marry amongst each other. They divide the money amongst each other. It is only when we deal with them that you and I can now take hold and decide what we're doing. So the betraying and whatever that is happening, it is not the regular citizens that like me and you that do it. It is these people who sit together in wherever they have this meeting and do this. They are the ones doing it, and you have them in every single tribe.
True. I agree with you. Thank you so much for handling that so maturely. All right, moving forward, we are going to close in the next 9 minutes because Dr. Chidi has another program. So now, when you look at the 1999 Constitution, Sowore and Co. has been saying it is a force. Okay, it's a fraud. In fact, many people, many Nigerians who were talking about it, they are now talking about it. You know, even the Papa Ayo Adebanjo, I think he's the chairperson or chairman of Afenifere now. I don't know what they call it. So I watched a show that he was interviewed a few days ago, and he was also saying that it was a fraud created by the military. All right. Do you think, do you envision that we are going to ever get to the level where we will discuss this constitution and how we will get another one, perhaps? Dr. Chidi.
Oh, see this. So that's where people like me, we sound like because we're not living in that place again. We moved. Our train has left that station. No, I don't discuss all this anymore because it's a waste of time. I'm not discussing constitution. I'm not discussing that. I'm discussing revolution because there is no way. I mean, see, there is no way. When NSAS was going on, you see, you have to listen to the voice of, we have now become elders and statesmen, not just by our age. When we came with our orange beret. We came with our orange. Hey, revolution people, you want to hijack it? Oh, let them go. Chase them away from us. We went and we whispered to them. We said, this thing you people are shouting NSAS. Update it, upgrade it. Oh, it's not just police, it's the whole system. Oh, hey, you people, you don't know what you're saying. Just give us NSAS, NSAS. We follow them, they shout NSAS now. We stop wearing our revolution now. We told them this thing is going to be more deadly. We don't get used to this thing. We've been doing protests. They will bring out their gun. When we told them of that information, you know what they came out and said? They said, okay. We have say army go come. Listen, now we the organizer now. If army come, the answer is bring out your flag. Once you bring out flag, it is proven that no army man can do anything to you. Once they see the Nigerian flag, we will keep quiet. We tell they say they go shoot to say, what do people know? They brought the army. They started waving their flag. Army shot them and the flag and killed them. What happened? Where is the NSAS organizers now? Who is still talking? So it's a gamble that we're no longer willing to take. They say, okay, you people, let us, they started paying people again. They say, Peaceful resolution. Let us go to, maybe they said they formed how many, what did they form? All those committees. Every state governor dressed the people, they took pictures with them. I think it was only Lagos State that continued to meet. All the other people, nobody met again. We told them, don't continue. What am I trying to say? It will never, ever happen. Not in Nigeria. Anybody who is still, and that's why when people accuse Sowore of one Nigeria, hey, one Nigeria, he's fighting to protect, I pity them because they misunderstand him. There will never come a time that people will sit and discuss constitution and review. Those people, like Kelly said before, now they are no longer sending army. They will come with their gun for you to change the system. They will fight. That is their way of eating. The only way you can change the system is by a blood. I don't want to say it on your show. The only way to do it is by a revolution. However, I would like to repeat that those who ignore peaceful resolution make a violent revolution inevitable.
Yes.
Oh, wow. All right, Kelly, I want you to give in closing, what do you think parties such as AAC still have legitimacy, especially towards 2023, maybe before revolution come? if we are still here.
That's a very good question. As someone who believes so much in a better country, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even believe in anything that has to do with election again in Nigeria. Personally, that's my personal opinion. You know, I stopped supporting anything that have to do with party long time ago, because except I have always, where are those people after NSAS that said they were creating a new democratic party? Have you heard anything about it?
They have a group. They have a group on Facebook. Oh,
oh, forget. I said, except you are going to also create a new INEC that is going to oversee that election. You are going. It's a waste of time, my brother. As far as I'm concerned, election in Nigeria, election where professors, university professors, rig for tout, and forget it. I'm gone. I left that. Like Dr. Shidi said, we left that train already. As far as I'm concerned, no, we're not going anywhere with election. Even if you make election in the next 10 years, or you make it tomorrow, the like of Tinubu will still win. Those people will still win because they have the whole resources to themselves. The worst that will happen is they will increase their bidding. Highest bidder will always take it. That's it. So as far as I'm concerned, election is a train we left long time ago. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Chidi, in closing.
Yeah.
In closing, what do you think about your political ambition? I hope I'm not going to get the similar question. Response.
No. Why? See, you must understand that as leaders, okay, mine is not about political ambition. Mine is about leadership. And incidentally, you cannot participate in leadership and governance without being participating in politics. That's just the truth about it. And even people who say, no, I don't like politics. In their office, they are involved in politics. In their family self, they are involved in politics when they are buying Christmas gifts for their father and mother. Everybody's playing politics. So it is, when you ask me about politics, I don't talk about politics in the sense of the Nigerian politician, because I'm not a Nigerian politician. But when it comes to leadership, and that's where I don't want people to get confused here, because we have African Action Congress. And yet you hear somebody like Kelly say, oh, I'm done with the election. So people are wondering, so does it mean, what are people now doing with AAC? No. AAC is our right as citizens to play a part in the political affairs of our country. No, see, that can never happen. that they will intimidate us to where we can't talk about our party or mobilize. No. Even tomorrow, when we all get it right, whether we have it in Biafra, whether we have Oduduwa, whether we break up into 20, inside those places, there are still going to be presidents because we all still believe in democracy. There are still going to be leaders. There are still going to be commissioners. What Sowore is begging us to do is that we need to be careful. Nobody is sure which one will happen. If the division happens and it favors everybody, so be it. We thank God. But if we are not careful, all these people who are they are expert in what they are doing. That's why we don't want, like you just want to buy share talks and just kill all the insects. You don't want to be killing them because you don't know which one is which. If you manage these people and you don't get rid of them, and we now go into our different zone, all of them will still go inside there. You see all these politicians. Wait now. Very soon, once they begin to see that Biafra is about to happen, all of them will remove their clothes and wear Biafra. They will do eye pencil, that they will change their hair into Biafra. You see, they will tattoo Oduduwa Republic in their teeth. All those politicians with their money, they will buy bus, they will paint their house. So it is difficult. It will be so difficult to weed them out that time. So in terms of politics, we will participate. We will flaunt our party. We will be engaged in a discussion. Nobody will tell us what to do with our party. Like I was telling you, our party is like somebody who has a car. We bought a car. It's our car. It's our property. We will drive it the way we want. You cannot tell us not to bring it out on the express. If you're talking about policy, we will call. If we like, if they are doing election, if we like, we contest. If we don't like, we keep it. But we have come to stay. And anytime they talk, we talk. We are making a statement. We are saying that we have equal right. If Tinubu, there was one funny thing that was happening in those days. People say, Chidi, they say, the police commissioner in Enugu State, say, Chidi, as a governorship candidate, you are entitled to 15 policemen and this and that. And I said, no, I don't want it. But the funny thing is, when you call a meeting of the governorship candidates, the governor of the state will sit down. Chidimanya will sit down with him, and all of us will be addressed by INEC. That's what it's all about. We all have equal rights when it comes to politics, and that's what AAC is doing.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Chidi and Kelly. You see, I still have a wise man here again trying to join. And this platform is telling me, say, your guests will need to connect their mic before you can add them to the stream. So, but unfortunately, we are closing. But I'm willing to organize another show for him if we are able to, settle this, because Dr. Chidi needs to go. And Kelly also was asking earlier. I guess he has an engagement shortly after this. So I want to say thank you so much. This has been engaging. I really love it, and I hope you guys have a little bit of fun. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kelly. See you later.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
We will be here again tomorrow. Okay, we'll be here discussing ISAP and Tami and the terrorism in Nigeria. Please do join us.
All right.
Bye bye.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye. Thank you.
Yeah.